Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and I'm glad that you're here again. And I've started talking about what I think is the forgotten faction, kind of in the Transformers mythos. And that is the faction known as the Predacons. Now, some people might say, hey, wait, are you talking about like the Beast Wars Predacons? The descendants of the Decepticons? Are you talking about the we'll say alternate continuity Predacons that, you know, we got in the original Robots in Disguise, or if you will, Car Robot series? Well, I think both of those have a place. I think that they're both generally considered to be kind of, you know, the evolution of what Decepticons were. But what came before Autobots and Decepticons were the original Predacons, and I don't think that it's a group that's quite gotten the love that maybe it deserves. And I think a lot of that is because they didn't appear predominantly on the show or in the fiction for Transformers Prime. Nevertheless, I invite you now to take a look with me and kind of reconsider this group as maybe one that can throw a new dynamic, you know, into your I guess, universe, your shelves, and sort of throw the balance off between, you know, the usual good and evil. And we're going to continue that look today by focusing on this guy. This is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Predacon member, Lazerback. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot, and as always I'm going to ask you to like and comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Have a look at the Everything Factor Machinery of Man. Check me out everywhere and explore the channel a bit, see what might catch your attention. And I just said we're going to take a look at this guy, and we are. I don't know much about him because, of course, like I said, he wasn't in the show. But according to kind of the bio stuff that I've, you know, remember from the package and that I've read on him, I kind of feel like, and I could be totally wrong here, but I kind of feel like that, you know, Lazerback is to Predacon as Starscream is to Megatron. You know, very much kind of a second in command and a lieutenant type of thing, but not someone to really be trusted. Someone who's smart, but someone who is a schemer or a trickster, if you will. And we get this paint scheme. What can I say about this? Again, because it's not, you know, we don't have a whole pile of fiction here, I kind of feel like we don't have much to go on. So it really boils down to, do I like this color scheme? Not really. I feel like it's a really weird mix of yellows, purples, and reds. I don't like the color that's used on the face in robot mode. I'm kind of okay with it, I guess, in beast mode. I don't even know what this beast is supposed to be. Usually when there's nothing to go on, I give the thing an automatic 10. But I don't like this, so I guess I'll give it an 8. I guess that's what we'll say. That being said, the articulation is pretty good on this for a beast former, basically. Unlike those that try to be organic in Beast Wars, these guys kind of keep a robotic-y-esque type of look to them, and I think that works in their favor because you have, you know, arms that can go out, you have elbows, you have, you know, front paws, I guess we'll say, that can move, you have back legs that can go way back and stretch out, and, you know, back feet that can move. I dig all of that. The tail on this one doesn't really move. The head can look down more, but not really up more. I think that's a bit of a shame. Now that being said, I think the creature can also, you know, like stand back on its hind legs, so it can look forward that way. It might even be able to stand up. I really don't know. We have this back section that can come up and angle over here. It's really meant for robot mode, but it can do it, you know, it can do it here as well. No problem. Putting it back down, yeah, that can be a little bit of a challenge and often results in firing the 2 yellow missiles that are inside. But we're gonna, you know, kind of give the benefit of the doubt for articulation here. There's a lot it can do in beast mode, and in robot mode, honestly, it has pretty good articulation. I'm gonna give the articulation about an 8.5. It's pretty good. It does pretty much everything you want it to do. Not quite as solid as I would like. Not quite as solid as I would like, and I'll talk about that when we do the transformation, which we're going to jump into. You'll notice I'm starting out in beast mode. It's because these guys came packaged in beast mode. Transformation is really super simple, to be perfectly honest with you. The legs extend out and extend out. The front paws come down on the side. You know, this is what we have so far. I guess that could also be the beast mode up on its hind legs. The fists pull out of the forearm, and then you put the paw kind of down on the piece that you're just starting to rotate out. You rotate the full thing out. And you do the same on the other side. You take the hand out of the forearm, the robot hand out of the forearm. You bring it down with the paw on the yellow piece, and you just sort of fold it onto the back of the arm. Turn the wrists so that we, you know, kind of have them facing forward. Open up the chest. Once you open the chest, you can fold down that little section there for now, and we're going to fold the beast head down in there, and we're going to fold that little piece up again, I do believe. Let me just refer to the instructions here for a second, because I do want to double check that. It's been a little while since I've done this one, to be perfectly fair. Yeah. We fold the head in all the way, and the head doesn't want to fold in all the way. See what I mean? Like, it's... Well, we'll talk about this in a few minutes now, won't we? Straighten those pieces out. Take the head and fold it in as much as you can. You do have to finagle it a little bit, but once it's all folded in, you should be able to fold that up, covering the face, and then fold the shoulder pieces in. We angle these little yellow pieces back, and my head is not turned forward for some peculiar reason. And in the end, boom, there you go, you have Lazerback in robot mode. Now, you can also put these pieces up. Some people do it in beast mode, some people do it in robot mode, some people don't do it at all. It's really kind of your call. Weird articulation for this one, and this is what I'm going to talk about, what I think are kind of weaknesses and stability. The arms, they go out about this far, not the furthest out, to be honest with you. They bend up 90 degrees. There's a swivel. There is wrist articulation. So all of that is good. The arms can go all the way around. You know, so this is also great, to be honest with you. The head is on a ball joint, and it can move, but I feel like the ball joint is pretty weak. Mine tends to go to the side a lot. This piece can come out and up over, but I'm leery on doing it because it is on a section that I feel like when I pull it up over, it kind of makes everything a little more wibbly wobbly. There's a little yellow button back here and you can fire it that way. I'll talk about that in a little bit. The legs can go well out to the side, not quite, you know, full splits, but pretty good. The legs can go forward and they can go back. There is a nice knee way over 90 degrees, but there's also then this other, because of transformation, this other beast type of knee thing. So it's actually really interesting leg articulation. It's just really peculiar leg articulation. Nice big solid feet, stands really great. You can take off the tail, and the tail kind of becomes a mace weapon that can go into the hand like that. And you can, if you're so inclined, remove the weapon from the back. There's a little yellow hole in there that the back cannon, I guess we'll call it, can go on. That just fell out. By the way, actually I'm going to move Lazerback out of it for a second. By the way, the tail whip weapon, this here, this thing here, this is all soft rubbery plastic. The whole thing, I get why it's like that. So that whole thing is soft rubbery plastic. And like I said, it can go in the hand. I don't feel like it's super secure in there, but it can, you know, it can do it. This is the other weapon, the blaster that was on the back. You can fire it, and it fires rather easily, I find. You can also take this and open it up. So now it looks more like this. You know, if you think that that rocks, hey, great. No problem. So you can bring this guy back in. You can, again, put it in his hand, and I mean, he's armed up quite well, to be honest with you. How does he compare with a modern day deluxe? Well, here he is with the Titans Return Blur. I looked at Blur in full back in episode 138, and the mod that I did, so you don't have to remove his head. But, you know, again, he's a little bit smaller, but still, you know, still he could give Blur a run for his money, I am sure. So, now that we have Lazerback here, you know, what do I think? What do I grade the transformation? Well, you know what? I think the transformation itself is actually pretty great. I like it. It's easy. It's simple. Might be a bit too simple for some people, and I can see that, especially if you like more involved transformations. I can certainly see it. The paint I wasn't a huge fan of. The articulation is weird, but great. The transformation is great if you like quick, easy transformations. If you want, you know, something that can attack, this guy is going to be great for that. Paint, I said an 8, and that was kind of begrudgingly. Articulation, I'm going to also say an 8, because I do feel like the shoulders might come out a little bit, you know, where you split them open to put that head inside. They might not tab in securely after. And transformation, again, I'm going to say an 8. Overall, I think that Lazerback is an 8. And what seems like could have been a very interesting character. So far, for our Predacon forces, we have Lazerback and we have Ripclaw. That's where we're to so far. Anyway, taking Ripclaw back out of it, that's it for this guy. I thank you as always for dropping by, giving me some of your valuable time. You know that I appreciate it. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together for another visit right here inside the videos.